Welcome back to the R.senal channel. Today we are going to be talking about buildcraft, building your characters from scratch. If you've got a new character and you want to build it, you need to build those stats out. You need to select them. You need to make them good. Now the only way to do that, though, is to be really, really good at the game, or to go somewhere where someone who is really, really good at the game will suggest to you what you should play if you want a certain play style, if you want a certain feel to your game, and how you want to play. And then you can make your own modifications, therefore, based on their suggestions, and sometimes they'll give you suggestions for certain mods if you're a different player style. There are several websites that'll help you do this. The first is GW2. This one, under builds, it's got builds for PvP, world versus world, open world raids, fractals, and strike missions. And you can go into each of these. It's updated regularly. You can go if you want a Willbender build. You can go into the Guardian section, and it'll go in here and it'll start to tell you what kind of armor sets you would need as far as like stat selection. These are dragon stats on this one. It's got superior runes of the defender. You want to get all 6, of course, and it's telling you what stats you want for your trinkets as well. You want marauder stats over here, so dragon and marauder. And then at your back piece even, it tells you what weapons to use, what superior sigils to use. It goes through and what even to eat and to use as utilization to try and optimize that build for when you're in the encounters. It's a great place to go. It'll show you what skills to select and what traits to select. And you know, if you're like me, you don't want to go through all that on your own, trying to figure it out from scratch. You want to just base yourself on somebody else's model and possibly make a few alterations based on how your style of play is and what you know you struggle with and what you excel at. So you can do it from here, from GW2. You can also do that from a place called Snow Crows. Snow Crows has builds over here. If you just want to click, let's try your Mesmer. And here we go. We've got it's got Chronomancer builds, it's got Mirage builds, it's got Virtuoso builds. So let's try Power Virtuoso. Go into here. It's set up slightly differently, but it's the same thing again. You get your armor sets, your runes, and all this, and you've got your traits selected for you, and it's got notes on this stuff too, so it's really helpful. And then also you can also go to Discretize. Discretize has a menu over here. You want to go to builds. You want to go to find something that they don't always have everything, but if you want to do like Condi Spectre, you can click on this. It'll give you a link just like the others. It'll give you the stats and the things that you want to select. It'll give you everything you need. It'll basically just outline it all for you with your traits and everything else. It'll give you some possible variants. It's a very good site. Also, it has Meta Battle. Meta Battle is my personal favorite. I use most of my builds for Meta Battle. I like it. It's great. All you have to do is type in like you want a warrior in this case. So warrior, and you hit it. And you come over here and it tells you all kinds. It's got PvP Conquest, it's got Fractal and Dungeon, Open World, Raid and Strike, World versus World Roaming, versus World Zerg. And for my needs, usually I either want a Fractal build or an Open World, because to me they're interchangeable just about. Well, you can't play an Open World build probably in a Fractal, but you can play a Fractal build into an Open World. So a lot of times I want to go right here. You can also do the same. You apply the same thing to raids too. You can play raids in fractals or open world, but you can't do the opposite. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to click on Power DPS, and here we go. This is the build that I'm going to use. It's an axe, pistol. Here's the utility skills that's got listed out. There's a code. There's the traits. Here's your armor sets. You want to use Berserker stats on your armor. You want to use Berserker stats on your gear. It's also suggesting force and accuracy, but it's also giving you details for using full Berserker, having a superior sigil of impact instead of the superior sigil of accuracy. And it gives a full detail of the impact variant. Obviously, we're still going to be using the Runes of the Scholar. Runes of the Scholar is very similar to a couple of other rune sets, but it's superior because it still gives that 6th thing of 125 ferocity. Most other things that have power and ferocity in them, the 6th trait does not give you an extra boon that has more stats to it. It gives you an extra thing. It'll increase your damage or increase something else or do this or that and the other thing, but it will not give you extra stats, but this one does. So even if you can't keep your health above 90%, it's still of greater value than most other runes. So anyway, let's go back to my new character build. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and the first thing we're going to choose is this. And we're going to choose a little bit of this. Doesn't really matter too much. We're going to choose a little bit of this, and we're going to choose a little bit of this. I'm going to choose actually what's going to go ahead and be on the eventual battle for these first two trait lines. I don't have a blade storm yet, but I'll get there, and then we'll choose. But we'll put something in its place here in a second. But let's just choose what we're going to eventually be using for blade swarm. So let's get this. And let's get double standards, and let's get the axe master. We're going to be using axe and pistol. All right. Can't choose this yet for blade swarm. It's out here. We got the elite spec points yet, so let's go grab this. And it doesn't really matter. Gain expertise based on your precision. Unblockable sounds good. Burst skills are blah blah. Burst skills. Critical hits grant bonus adrenaline and gain stacking condition. Chance increased for yeah. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright, let's go up here. Let's choose a healing skill. Let's choose the eventual ones we're going to be using, I think, are this one for power, and we're going to be using fury for precision, and we're going to be using something that only blade swarms get here, but I guess in the meantime we'll put this here to break bars with. And over here is going to be rage, so we need some adrenaline. Okay. Now, let's go to the underwater and just pick the same basic shit. These builds that you find online never give you the underwater stats, which is kind of annoying. So you just kind of have to figure that shit out for yourself. And in this case, we can just copy one for one. Okay. So, next thing up is going to be equipment. Okay. So we've emptied off his equipment, and let's go get the stuff that I've got in the bank. Let's go to the bank. So as the last time I was filming here, I had gone and I have a character that I keep that holds all of my armors and crap that I've stored up or found or received from rewards or something. And I've turned them in, except for this one, I went ahead and turned them into berserker stats that I'm going to need. I've got the rings that I previously received on my fractal opening video. These are from that. This right here I bought from Your Marches for cheap. This one right here I bought from Ember Bay, I think. Yeah, I bought this from Ember Bay for cheap, from that currency. And the rifle is something we're just going to stick on the alt thing. So anyway, let's just put stuff into the place. Dig, 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 dig. And dig, dig, dig. Soulbound. Why is this? I was about to say, why is it not clicking over? Okay. It's going to need some fish and some fish bait. We're going to need these rooms right here. Okay. We're going to need at least... Actually, I'm not sure if we'll need that at all. But we'll see in a second. Let's open this box and pick some heavy, exotic. There we go. Okay. I could put Ascended on him. I do have Ascended extra gear, but until I'm absolutely certain that this Blade Sworn build that I'm using is good, I'm going to use exotics. If I decide that it's great and it's worthy of using in fractals and other places like that, then I might go ahead and put Ascended on it. But for right now, all it's getting is exotics. Just to see how it goes. So we're going to customize this. This one right here I had to buy from Vertebrate to get a bladed box from there with the map currency. All the rest of these I already had laying around from rewards. Okay, already said that. Let's go. Would you like to soulbind? Yeah, sure. Why not? God, that's lovely helmet. All right, those aren't really nice either. That looks like crap. That looks like crap. Heavy armor always looks like crap. I don't know. God, that looks... Oh my god. It's disgusting. Terrible. Okay. So now he's got that. Now we got to get our runes going. Okay, so let's get rune, 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 and legendary rune, which we will pick. Golem. What am I doing? It's golem. And actually, all you have to do is just there we go. Look for the blue. Okay. Okay, since we're going to need axe, we just got to pick the legendary axe. And let's customize that to Berserker as well. And we need an offhand weapon, which is going to be a pistol. Oh! But I can't put this long yet because I don't have the thing. Okay, let's just put a sword in the offhand. I haven't done a warrior with a sword offhand in a long time. So let's just pick that. Let's grab this for the offhand. It's already got. Oh, it doesn't. I guess we just went we're going to go grab legendary sigil. We want force. Force is X, of course. And for this one, that's what I want. For this one, we want impact. Impact. If we're using full berserker view. Okay. Alright, let's go over here. Backpack. Let's just do this. Customize. And it would be also berserkers. And for amulet, grab this. Legendary. And I'll just choose berserker. I wish I had legendary armor. This is so easy. Okay. Over here, we're just going to grab this, let's customize it to berserker. Take and put. And this slot, we're going to put and customize it to berserker, obviously. Okay. Down here, grab a thing that's already customized for us. Grab this one already customized. I don't have any underwater weapons. I guess I just won't go underwater for right now. I could just buy some exotics easily on the trading post. That'd be fine. I forgot that I had a character who had an extra spear with similar stats and an extra harpoon gun with similar stats. So now we're going to throw those on him too. So let's go equip. I'll change this around just for fun. Think and there we go. Already got a sigil on it. This one doesn't. I'm not using the. I only have two of the legendaries. I'll just pick up. Let's see. I'll just pick up Serpent Slaying somewhere and use that. That's always good for underwater for crate building. Crate needs to be killed. Okay. What's next is getting every single HP in the Canthan continent. Well, everyone except Dragon's End. We don't need the rest of them. We just need enough to get our Blade Sworn unlocked. So we just go through and we kick ass and we take names. Well, sometimes we don't take names. We don't care what their names are. We just kick ass.
Impossible. You defeated me. I could deduct points for sloppiness, but I will choose the high road.
I gave my life.
Well fought. I could learn a thing or two from you, it seems.
Now what we're going to do is we've just gone all around and we've gotten a bunch of HPs in Cantha, as I've shown. We're going to go straight to the top. 250. Yes. Boom. Blade Sworn. Unlocked. Achieved. That thing that we do, it is done. And so now we're going to select Blade Sworn from the menu. We're going to choose the icons from our pre-selected meta battle build that we looked at earlier. There we go, just double checking. Make sure everything is exactly the way you want it. Read a couple skills, make sure you know what you're getting. Come back over here. We got to change this to the pistol. Thankfully, I have the legendary pistol as well.
Clock is ticking.
So that's an easy change for me, not so easy for others. But here we go. Customize, Berserker. We're going to add our legendary sigil. Pull up our come on, Alphabet, help me out here. Let's get there. Impact, there we go. You can also see over here where I added the serpent slaying runes to the underwater weapons. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I forgot. I got to change the skill. The flow stabilizer increases the flow rate and gain fury. If you already have fury, gain additional flow rate. Okay. Just out of curiosity, this one gives precision. Let's see, what are the other choices? Throw a device that leaves behind a wall of energy crippling foe. Yeah, that was kind of crappy in the beta. Throw a device that explodes when it lands, which leaves behind a barrier that blocks projectiles. That was also crappy in the beta. This one, evade backward while dropping a mine that cripples foes. This skill recharges Dragon Trigger. This is a CC because it's got cripple, but yeah, I agree with them. We chose the one that's good. Yeah, alright, cool. And that's the Blade Sworn. Half. And this is us. I don't know how the hell I'm going to see what I'm hitting, but I'm going to have fun hitting it.